Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. Where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a crease, it's Dura. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but...
Intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
It's a reverse. Smashes through. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They'll leave it with him. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
He'll try to do it himself.
Pickup of 13. That's a first down on the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's the handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having the pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the 1st overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Tigers! What a catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. Quarterback will audible. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On 4th down, going to the air. They got him. It's sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. ULM was able to walk off the field there in Monroe with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Not much of a decision to make. There's the defense will move him back. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. And the pass hits, picked off. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
Georgia 3.
He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Westbrook. Ball in the air, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, LSU. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes a connection. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's going to pass. He's taking the shot. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming.
LSU 28, Georgia 3.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Dropping back, it's Westbrook. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you
fires and picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Complete out of the backfield. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
and they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And they got him for the sack. LSU quick to the line.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
That's caught. It's Humphries. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion.
And that's a first down.
They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. So they got the score. The lead is still 18 as they prepare to kick off. He'll call for the fair catch here. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quick release on the RPO. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Using the quick game. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Vanderbilt is going to walk off the field there in Nashville with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going for it all. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Dogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but...
And the ball is out. Who's going to get